Hi, welcome to EDSC 551. This is our syllabus, our course, um, Human Communications and the Group Process. We will be meeting online weeks 1, 3, 5, and 7. This is the spring 2, and during spring 2, we always have our spring break. So this year, our spring break will occur on beginning on Monday, April the 3rd, and go all the way through Sunday, April the 9th. So that will make our online skip one specific week. During this course, we will be talking about um, theories and methods for group leadership and intervention. We're going to look at purpose, development, and dynamics of specific types of groups, especially those in the educational realm. And we will apply it through our small group session. We have one group project that you will be placed randomly into groups of 3, where you will design small group counseling lessons in a total of 7, and I'll be going over that. So for your first assignment, it is a case study in regards to the human group process. You're going to choose from 2 of the 3 given scenarios that is on the assignment, and you're going to write a 2 to 3 page paper on APA format of what would you do. So you're going to pick 2 case studies, and you're going to elaborate on them and talk about exactly how you would address those particular case studies. So that's your first assignment. Your first assignment is due week 2. Now, for this course, all of our assignments will be due on Sunday evenings of the weeks that they are due, and they need to be submitted to Canvas before 11:59 p.m. On the final week, week 8, our um, signature assignment will be due on Friday of that week because grades will be due Sunday. So it's important to ensure that you have submitted your grade by your assignment by Friday of week 8. Moving on to your second assignment, this is due week 3. This second assignment is a reflection, and it's regarding group involvement. And this one, you will lead a group session during our week 3 session and our online session. So you're going to prepare a group counseling session, one group counseling session, and you're going to deliver that I'm going to put you in breakout groups, and you're going to give each other feedback on that. All right. So during this virtual online session, you're going to prepare a counseling group, and you're expected to open with about 1 or 2 goals and then work on them. And then during week 4, you're going to write reflection of how that process went on your online group. So what you're going to do is answer the following 5 questions. How did you prepare for your group session? What topic did you discuss? What were your biggest strengths as the leader of your session? And what strengths did you observe in your classmates that you would like to replicate? And then in what areas would you like to improve or grow as you're delivering? So improving and growing, let's say that I'm not the greatest presenter because I haven't had a lot of experience. Maybe I tend to get a little bit more nervous and I'm not clear in my communication or directions, then that would be something that I would address in my reflection paper. In my strengths, maybe I noticed that someone had a lot of pictures, activities, hands-on assignments, and maybe I just did a simple group assignment with paper and pencil. So maybe someone else incorporated technology or a PowerPoint presentation, or maybe they put a puzzle together, something that was a little bit more interactive for the group. So that would be something I would want to replicate in future group counseling, because we want to keep the students engaged. When they're coming into a group counseling, sometimes it's hard for them to communicate to the group because they are nervous, they aren't comfortable with the group. And so, how do we get them to interact and learn the skill sets that we are trying to teach them in that session? All right. So, for clarity, for our assignment number 2, during our week 3 online session, you will present to a group and you will lead a group session. On week 4, you will write a reflection paper of how that process went, answering the 5 questions. Right? So that's assignment number 2. Assignment number 3 is the group meeting observation. This is due week 6. And so you have plenty of opportunity to observe a particular group. All right. This could be any group on an educational thing. It could be a staff meeting if you're not on an educational site. It could be your group meeting, your staff meeting, wherever you work. And you are going to, it does not need to be a counseling session for this particular one. You're going to write a 3 to 5 page paper about the process. And you're not going to report content or progress of the group members, only the dynamics of the process. So, how does this group, you're going to talk about what was said. So, in your paper, you're going to write the name and purpose of the group, the frequency of the meetings, the purpose of the meeting, the number of participants, the sex, approximate ages, and any relationships among the groups without including specific names. You're going to talk about the physical setting, indicating any distracting elements, frequency of interaction between participants, and the direction and flow of information and interaction. And you can even use diagrams to kind of demonstrate that. You're also going to address who was the leader of the particular group, the structure of the meeting, the dynamics between the members, the analysis of any types of conflicts or power struggles that may have happened between participants, and your overall impression of the effectiveness of the group in achieving its stated purpose or goal, and any changes you would make if you were in charge of this particular group. So, an example would be a PTA meeting um, on a school site, perhaps, or maybe you are a mom and or a dad, and you are um, interacting in sports, and so maybe you're leading weekly meetings for the sports group and the dynamics of the parents in that particular sports group. Do they get along? Do they not get along? Are they fighting for struggles with power? These are all examples of a particular group meeting. All right. And again, this assignment is due week 6. All right. The next assignment is due week 7, and this is you're in charge. The group assignment, this is a group assignment in which you are going to be randomly assigned to 3 people in a group, and I've already made those assignments. In the first week of class, I will give the groups out on a Word doc and post it so that everybody knows who is in their group and how to begin to connect with the group. During this, you're going to you will design 8 group counseling sessions. Okay. And the sessions need to go together. They need to make sense. What are you building on? Okay. So if we're doing grief, maybe we're going through the stages of grief. Maybe we're talking about um, how to handle grief. What are some things when we're over? How do we handle our emotions with grief? So we want to create 8 sessions on a particular theme. All right. It could be academic improvement. So, academic improvement wouldn't be anything specifically on a subject area that isn't counseling. Academic improvement would be organizational skills, goal setting, um, preparation, alleviating stress, test taking tips. So, those would be things that we would include in academic achievement if we were looking at academic achievement. And then there's a lot of other different types of group. We can do a stress group, we can do an anxiety group, we can do um, groups for friendship, groups on uh, how to playing, social interactions. There's a lot of different groups in counseling that we can create, and we would want to create 8. So you are going to organize 8 different lessons. So the 3 of you will work on 8 lessons. All right. In this, your each lesson shouldn't have um, who this, who you would be addressing, what age group, and the goal and rationale for the group. And that's some of the subjects I just talked about. Literature review regarding the population that you're serving. So, why are we putting this together? So, if we're doing stress, we know that since the pandemic, there's been a lot of information about how many people are needing mental health. So, I would do a literature review on the number of students in this age group, that age group, that are in need of mental health services. We're going to do a pre and post test that should be included in there in parts of the 8 sessions. And then we're going to align it with our ASCA mindsets and behaviors. So we're going to use that area on ASCA to do that. And I will do another instructor's video more in detail about that. And then we're going to put the training goals on there. And then we're going to do the group format techniques, expectation of the group members, rules and roles should be included, and then how confidentiality will be achieved, and how you will determine and include or exclude questions to ask. And you're going to use the Ask a Lesson Plan template to create these sessions. All right. And again, I will be doing an instructor video specifically on this particular assignment in detail, where I will show you the documents that are listed. All right. And finally, for your last assignment is your signature assignment. It is due week 8. Please remember that the signature assignment must be completed. Without the signature assignment being completed, you do not receive a grade for this course. The signature assignment is involving a well-written 2-page summary of an article that is on any aspect of group counseling, any aspect of group counseling. And this is just to get you familiarized with trying to find an article about group counseling, utilizing the Concordia library and having experience with that. So what you're going to include in this 2-page summary is the title of the article, publication and date and authors, summarize the research, and your personal reflection about implications for school counseling as discussed in the article, and the practical applications of school counseling, the value, the leadership, the collaboration skills required to implement, and the challenges for school counselors. All right. And this would be also in APA format. So again, those are your 5 assignments for this course. Your book for this course is called A School Counselor's Guide to Small Groups. I will be posting in my instructor videos a little bit of information that is pertinent to school counseling as it relates to the textbook. And also, I will also go over detailed information about the assignments and how to access resources through our Canvas. So welcome to the course, and I look forward to seeing you week 1.